Welcome back to another video. I am Real Talk, your go-to destination for real, honest, and no BS dating site review. Here I give you all of the facts and I give you all of the information that you need to know on how this dating site really works. Ultimately, my goal is to save you time and more importantly, to save you from wasting a lot of money. In this review, I will go over two more dating sites, and they are Colombiadates and Delechat. Both of these dating sites are the same. The only difference is the name and name only. Everything else, all of the features and functionalities are identical. So Colombiadates and Delechat is specifically for Latin members. So if you are interested in meeting a Latin woman or man, I suppose, Delechat and Colombiadate could be an option for you. There's really not a whole lot to discuss in these two dating sites, and I will only just cover the main features that I think you need to know. And like I said previously, both Colombiadates and Delechat is specifically for Latin members. And there are other countries on here, obviously, but it is predominantly for Latin people from all around the world. Delechat is fairly new. There isn't a huge database of members as I look through it. Colombiadate has a little bit more, but overall, the mix of members on here are very similar. Now, the first thing that you should do after you completed your account registration is to complete your profile. I won't go through this step. It is self-explanatory. Fill in all of the information as completely as you can. Upload at least 5 good pictures of yourself. Here in settings, so these are the various settings that you can turn on and off or change if you want to. And then Delechat and Colombiadate, they do not have live support like other dating sites. So if you have any questions or concern, you can certainly send them a message down here. And then also down here are the various terms and policies. So if you have any questions, you can probably find a lot of your information in the terms of use. So once again, come in here and complete your profile and change the various settings that you want. As you can see, this here is your main screen, and you can look at Delechat. It looks identical to Colombiadate. So in your main screen, there are various features on here, and I will just touch on these very quickly. There's not a whole lot to discuss. First one is people. So these are just various people that are posting about themselves. You can certainly look through the various posts and various images or pictures they have posted. Chats. So chats are just all of the chats that you have received. It would be right here. This is active chat, and these are chat requests. I am not here much, which is why I don't have a chat currently. But I do have a handful of chats here in Colombiadates. Mail, so this is what it sounds like. So any mail that you get will show up here. And these are the various folders where your mail will be placed. People, so people are like what the dating site is recommending based on your profile. They will show you various people. You can like them or you can close them out. If you close them out, the website will recommend another person. And obviously, you can look through all of their posts and hit any likes that you want, or you can click on their profile. Let's talk about search real quick. So you have different search criteria on here. You can pick a country, and they do list a lot of countries, but you're not going to find a lot of Sweden, Denmark, all these other European countries. Like I said, this is mostly land-based, so you will find mostly South American countries like Colombia, Brazil, Venezuela, those type of countries. That is predominantly you will find. And then you can also search by the various age, and then whether you are what you are looking for, and these are the various criterias. I am a man looking for a woman looking for a man, whatever the case may be. Now let me show you here on Delechat. As you can see here on Delechat, it doesn't even give you the option of looking for a country like you see here in the country in Colombiadates. That is because Delechat is fairly new and they don't have a large member to choose from, My overall recommendation is just to skip Delechat altogether. And let me mention this, be sure you hit all when you are searching or looking at profiles. All will give you all of the list of the member that is on a dating site. So if you just hit online only, it will only show those that are online. That is this green icon right here. But be sure to hit all while you are doing a search. That way you can filter all of the women that matches your criteria. Credits. So credits, that is what it sounds like. Both Colombiadates and Delechat is a credit-based system. Therefore, you will need to purchase credits to use the dating site. And I will talk about credits in more detail in the upcoming section. So essentially, that is all of the main features on Delechat and Colombiadates. Once again, this is your home screen, and this is where you can find or navigate all of the various features. There is not much you can do on here for free. Only a few simple things. So the first free thing that you can do is you can look through all of the profiles that you want. So for example, I'm just going to pick Laura right here. I can certainly go through and read all about who she is. Look through any posts that she may have down here. Hit any like or follow. So you can hit a like, a wink, and a follow. That is free. You can look through any public photos that she has posted. Once again, that is also free. Anything that is private, whether it's photos or video, that will cost money, and I will discuss that more later on. Messages. You can read all of your messages for free, and it will show up right here, but it will cost credits to respond. Mail. All of your mail will show up here. You can read your initial mail from a member for free, and it will say free reading. Anything else after that, you will need credits to respond. So essentially, that is really the only free options on Colombiadates and Delechat. You can look through profiles. You can read all of your mail, initial mail for free, and you can read all of your chats for free. Everything else is going to require credits. So let me talk about credits in the next section. And while I am in here, so let me point this out. So if you see this blue dot right here, or this blue icon, this says that the user is verified. So her name, age, and appearance has been verified. So that way you know that she is a real person. And if you have any question, you can contact the support team down here about verification. So that is good information to know that she is verified and that she is real. Okay, now let's talk about credits and why you need it. Well, other than the few free things I just talked about, you need credits to really use this dating site. Credits are the internal currency used for paid services on the site. You need credits to respond to mail, credits to chat, any stickers or emojis you want to send, view profile videos, share media in a chat, and send virtual gifts. So that is why you need credits, is to utilize all of these features. So how are credits used, and what is the cost for each feature? So down below are the various pricing for chats, mail, and other. So first, let me talk about chatting. On here, chatting is 2 credits per minute. That's right, just a basic chat is 2 credits per minute. So for example, let me just open up Yuri Stefania. I believe that is her name. And down here to give you a little bit more information. So first of all, you only get 300 character. That is all you get to write your message, just 300 character. And here is how chat works. Sending your message is 2 credits per minute. You can send as many messages as you want within that minute. The timer starts when you send your first message and pauses automatically if you don't send a message for the full minute. So essentially, that is how chatting works. Stickers. So sticker is 5 credits. So if I wanted to send Yuri a sticker, just click stickers right here. These are the various stickers. I won't go through all of them, but each one is 5 credits. photo, sending a photo in the chat, that is 10 credits. So if I wanted to send a photo, just hit photo right here and upload a photo, and that will cost 10 credits. Opening an audio in the chat, that is also 10 credits. So if she were to send me a message and it is an audio message, that is 10 credits to open. Opening a video in chat is 50 credits. So that is the same as audio, except it will cost you 50 credits. And then opening an exclusive post is also 50 credits. So post is basically a letter inside a chat. And post and video are your two most expensive options on here. That is 50 credits each. So pay attention to how you are using videos and post. And let me see if I have an example of a post to show you. So let me click on my messages here. And once it opens up, I can give you an example if there is one to show. So down here is a picture of Melina. So, well, that's a very good picture. But essentially, a post is this. But you will not be able to see the post. It will be blacked out. But as you can see here, this is visible. She allowed me to see it. But essentially, that is what is a post. It is a picture, and it is also a letter. And once again, generally it will be blacked out. In this case, she is showing me that post. But anyways, to open a post, it will cost you 50 credits. And women love to send posts. So that is all of the features for chat. So now let me talk about the features for mail. Okay, so let's talk about mail. Now, mail is a good way to send correspondence, and you can write a lengthy letter if you want to. But mail can be very expensive, so you have to pay attention. Let me start with this first one. Sending letters in mail to one member. Your first letter is 10 credits. Each letter after that is 30 credits. So mail gets more expensive the more you use it. It doesn't get cheaper, it gets more expensive. So for example, I would just pick on Angie here. And let's say I wanted to send her a letter, I would just click mail. So this is my first letter, and this first letter is 10 credits. Every letter that I send to Angie will cost me 30 credits after that. Like I said, letter is more costly the more you use it. Now, the good news is sending photos in the mail is free of charge. And it says so right down here. It is free to attach up to 10 photos in the letter. So even though letter costs 30 credits after the first one, you are allowed to send at least 10 photos to that letter. So that is one good thing about it. Opening letter in mail. First letter in the thread is free. Each following letter costs 10 credits. So once again, let's say I go to my mailbox. You read your first one for free. But every letter after that will cost 10 credits. So that is what this is saying. Opening photos in mail. First photo in this thread is free. Each following photo costs 10 credits. So once again, if I were to chat with Angie and I get a letter right here, I open that letter, and inside that letter she puts 5 pictures. The first picture is free. The next 4 is 10 credits each, so 40 credits. So that is what this is saying. The first photo in the thread is free. Each following costs 10 credits. So they give you the first photo for free. Every photo after that is 10 credits. So this can get expensive as well. So please pay attention to how you are opening photos. Opening a video in mail, that is 50 credits per video. Once again, video and post are your two most expensive options on here. So be mindful to how many videos that you are opening. So essentially that is all of the mail feature, and that is how everything works in terms of chats and mail. And then finally down here, other. Opening videos in the profile, that is 50 credits. So here is Delechat, and this is Clara. And down here she has posted a video, and once again that is 50 credits to open. And that is also true for Colombiadates. So this is Gabriella. She also has posted a video, and that is also 50 credits. Now, one difference on Colombiachat versus Delechat, or Colombiadate versus Delechat, is here on Colombiadate, they do allow you to open a private photo for free. And all you have to do is start messaging the person. Once she responds, this will give you access to her private photo. And I don't believe that is available on Delechat at all. Delechat, all of the photos are public. So that is one good thing about Colombiadate. Any private photo is also free. You just have to start engaging her in a conversation. Okay, so let me touch on gift, virtual gift. So here on Delechat, because this is a new site, they do not have any option of sending a gift. So I clicked around, and let me click Marianne here. And as you can see, there is no gift option at all. So once again, Delechat does not have a gift option available. But there is a gift option available on Colombiadates, and you can look through the catalog. So let me open up Gabriella again. And as you can see down here, it does show virtual gift. And keep this in mind, virtual gift is a fake gift. It is not real. She gets nothing tangible for it, but it will cost you real money. It will cost you real credits. If you want to send something that is fake, I certainly don't recommend it. However, if you want to do it for yourself, well, that is up to you. But once again, keep in mind, these are all fake. She gets nothing tangible for it. But anyway, so these are the typical gifts that is available on Colombiadates. And there are a lot of selection to choose from. You will have to convert the credits into real money. And if you want to fully understand how gifts work, I made a video of that already here in my channel. You can certainly watch this right here, Dating Site Gifts Explained. So here I go through how gifts really work at all of these dating sites. Once again, just watch this video to fully understand gifts and how they truly work. I certainly don't recommend it, but once again, that is totally up to you. Okay, so now let's talk about credit packages and how much they cost. And here for Delechat and Colombiadates, I didn't purchase a credit package. That is because I know how they work. So let me show you the typical credit packages that I have seen pretty much across a lot of these dating sites. So what you see here are the typical packages that you will find. And this here will be very common, and it will be very similar to what you are expected to see on Colombiadate and Delechat. Now keep this in mind, it might vary slightly from site to site, but overall this is the most common packages that you will see. Now in this example, there are 5 packages, and I expect Delechat and Colombiadate to probably only have 4, but they could have 5. And not to sound redundant, this is very common across all of these dating sites. So it's anywhere from 45 to 70 credits, so from $20 to $30. 125 for $54, 270 for $116, 800 credits for $344, and it can go up to 2,000 credits for $860. So if they are running a promotion, these are the typical sale prices that you will find. But if they are not running a special or a sale, these are the prices that you are expected to pay. Now, once again, Delechat and Colombiadate will look something like this, and it might vary slightly, but overall, these are fairly accurate, and the pricing is also. So you can have 4 packages and even up to 5. So how long do credits last? Let's say you wanted to try Delechat or Colombiadates, and you purchase a 800 credit package, and it's $200 because they are running a sale. How long will 800 credits last? Well, I will promise you this. Your 800 credits on Colombiadate or even Delechat, it is not going to last you as long as you think. Your 800 credits won't even last you 1 month. It won't even last you 1 week. At best, maybe a day or 2. So if you want to fully understand credit packages and how long it will actually last you, you can watch this video right here. How fast dating site credits disappear. In this video, I break down a credit package. I think I break down two. And I give you real example. I walk you through the math of whatever credit package that you are buying. It will not last you as long as you think, especially if you are being charged 2 credits per minute to just chat. You are using photos, you are using videos and posts, and you are using a lot of mail. All of these features are very expensive. It is designed to eat up your credit as fast as possible. So once again, if you were to purchase a credit package, let's say 800 credits, it will not last you 1 month. It won't even last you 1 week. And be sure to watch this video right here because I break down the credit system for you. So once again, pay attention to whatever credit you are purchasing because it will not last you as long as you think. Now, another important thing, guys, that you need to remember or at least understand, and that is, can you exchange contact information on here? Can you exchange emails or phone number on Colombiadates and Delechat? Well, the short answer is yes and no. So let me first talk about the no. Both of these dating sites will do everything they can to block and to prevent you from exchanging your email or phone number on here. So for example, if I were to chat with Estefania, we decided to exchange phone numbers and I try to do it in a chat, it will be blocked. More than likely, she may not see the number or all she will see is stars. They don't want you to do it. And let's say I wanted to put my email or phone number, email and phone number inside a letter. It will also be blocked. If I were to put my email and phone number in here, she will not see it. She will only see stars. And more likely, she will not even get the letter. And if she does, she may not see your information. So you can't do it in a letter, and you certainly can't do it in a chat. Now, let's say I try to be creative, and I will put a photo. And inside that photo, I upload it to a chat or I upload it to a letter. Inside that photo, I'll put my email and phone number. Once again, she may not receive that photo, or if she does, your email and phone number will also be blocked. So you can't do it that way either. Now, let's say I try to be creative and I want to say to her, let's use WhatsApp or Telegram or a different dating site. Whatever you put in here, Zenday, your travel mates, any other dating site that you see in my channel. If you were to mention any other dating site, she will not see that either. That will be scrubbed out. So essentially, exchanging your email or phone number on any of these dating sites is very difficult. They just don't want you to do it. They will do everything they can to prevent you from exchanging your contact on here. Now, the website does allow you to exchange contact information, whether it's email or phone number. I recommend phone number. And they do have a process for it. And generally, you can message customer support, but they do not have live customer support on either Delechat or Colombiadates. And generally, they post it in the terms of use. I went through this pretty thoroughly. I did not see listed here. But it doesn't matter. I know how this dating site works. And let me just give you that information. So essentially, if you wanted to exchange contacts or information on here, like I said, you will generally have to provide your driver's license and passport. So those are the 2 key requirements. But on top of that, you will need to pay money. And you need to pay a lot of money. How much money are we talking about? Well, generally speaking, you will have to pay 5,000 credits. That's right, 5,000 credits. So how much is 5,000 credits? And I'm just going to pick Nasli as an example. If I wanted to get her emails or phone number, I contact customer support, tell her I want to exchange her emails and phone number, and she agrees to this because she has to agree to it. If she doesn't, well, then it will never work. But if she does agree, the website will say you have to pay 5,000 credits in addition to providing your government ID and probably a passport. So you have to fill out a form and disclose a lot of personal information about yourself. But let me go back to the payment. 5,000 credits. Generally, 5,000 credits will cost you around $1,200 to $1,300. That's right, $1,200 to $1,300 for me to obtain Nasli email or phone number. But that's $1,200 to $1,300 per member. You heard me right. Per member, you will need to pay $1,200 to $1,300 just to obtain her email and or phone number. And that, to me, that is just insane. That is extortion. And I certainly don't recommend you do it. But regardless, that is the typical process. Give you government ID, probably a passport, and also pay roughly $1,200 to $1,300 per member. So if you don't want to do that, there is some hope. And here on my channel, I made a video on this topic right here. Dating sites don't want you to exchange contact info. You can watch this and get a little bit more information on why that is the case. And I give you examples of how you can exchange contact information. I certainly would not pay $1,200, $1,300 to get any woman's phone number. I even wouldn't do it if I were to meet her at a bar or a restaurant in my area. That is just stupid. And I certainly hope that you don't do this as well. So what can you do? Well, so I have a video on this particular topic right here, and you can watch dating sites don't want you exchanging contact info. So this kind of talks you through how dating site blocks your email and phone number on here and what you can actually do. So essentially, what you could do is send me a message. So go to my channel. Here's my email, realtalkdatingsitereview@gmail.com. Send me a message. Tell me what dating site you are using, and I will respond back to you and give you a handful of ideas, tips, and suggestions on how you can exchange email or phone number on Colombiadates or Delechat or similar dating sites, and that it will not cost you a lot of money. You will have to spend some credits, but you won't need to spend, $1,300 to do so. Once again, if you are interested in exchanging contact on any of these sites, just send me a message and I will respond back with some tips and suggestions. And while you are in my channel, be sure to check out my other dating site reviews. It is very similar to this type of review. It is very thorough and it is very detailed. And I do have a recommendation here, guys, especially for you. So here is a playlist that I created, and I highly recommend you watching this playlist because in this playlist, I give you a lot of tips, a lot of useful facts, and that really highlights and show how a lot of these dating sites really works. So once again, just watch that playlist. I will leave it at the link. If anything, you will learn a lot of good information on all of these dating sites because many of them work very similar to each other. So there you have it, a complete rundown of Colombiadates and Delechat. Hopefully you have learned a lot of good information on here. So with that said, I do wish you good luck on your dating journey, and I will see you in the next one.